Fauziya Abdi is the founder and president of Kenya's Women in International Security Horn of Africa and chairwoman of Sisters Without Borders, a network of Kenyan organizations devoted to the prevention of violent extremism. She and her partners developed the network to help individuals who are working on countering violent extremism. Abdi says perceptions have shifted since she started working on the issue, and women are no longer assumed to be innocent victims or bystanders within extremist groups. Abdi is calling for a much more sophisticated approach to the problem.
We're also watching the Tank Girls of AMISOM, roughly 500 women in Uganda who are the true definition of girl power, risking their lives for the liberation of Somalia against Al-Shabab. The battle-hardened Ugandan girls are not just heroes in Somalia. They are seen as saviors as they protect women and children, not just from Al-Shabab, but also from the rogue AMISOM soldiers who at times commit rape and abuse against the local communities.
Nikita Malik is an internationally recognized expert on youth deradicalization and countering hate-based violence. As the director of the Center of Radicalization and Terrorism, she watches for extremist material online, including social media, as well as areas not seen by the general public. The EU, the US, and the United Nations cite her work. She partners with top NGOs, including Save the Children and Child Soldiers, to deliver high-impact programs on youth and radicalization. In 2018, Forbes magazine named her a key influencer in law and policy. Malik is a woman to watch because she's watching out for how technology plays a role in the radicalization of young people.
Well, she's a Somali-Canadian social activist, and her name is Ilwad Elman, and she spends her time deradicalizing members of Al-Shabab. Elman works for the counter-radicalization network Extremely Together at the Kofi Annan Foundation, and she comes from very good stock. Her mother founded the Elman Peace and Human Rights Center in Mogadishu. Her father was a peace activist known as Somalia's father of peace. He's believed to have coined the phrase, "drop the gun, pick up the pen," and he was assassinated in 1996, and now Elman is working to carry on that family legacy. That's really, really hard to beat, all those amazing accomplishments. And of course, we want to hear who you think is a woman to watch. Use the hashtag VOA Our Voices and tell us her story. We'd like to hear more about the gutsy women who are fighting to end violent extremism on the continent.
Be sure to also watch Our Voices on the VOA website, where you can find the world's top news stories.